Hi guys, it's Archie Luxury, and you're on the Archie Luxury live stream. We're broadcasting live. How are you? Joe, on the road. We got Dis. Hello, Dis. I'm just going to play the intro.
Okay, no problem.
Hello, Dis. How are you?
Hi, I'm okay, man. How are you?
Hey, not too bad. How was your day today? How is your day? It's the middle of the day at the moment.
Yeah, it's 1 p.m. Yeah, it's been pretty good. Yeah, nice weather. You know, the spring is here, so I like it.
Yes. We've got autumn in Australia. I like it's just one of the nicest months actually. It's not too hot, not too cold, just
Mhm.
um this. I was talking to your friend Young Brando.
Oh, okay.
I went on his show a bit today just for 20 minutes to say hello to him.
Hmm.
Because he's a great guy. He helped me when I was in England. He really did help me a lot.
No.
I kind of feel sad that I wasn't able to help him more. He's an interesting guy, but he's very I don't know. I think he's very polarizing. You know what I mean?
Mm,
He's a
well,
lovely guy. He's actually a lovely guy. You know what I mean? He's a really nice guy.
he is. Yeah.
He gets a little bit extreme at times, but he is a really nice guy. And I feel sorry because I really wanted to help him more than I could because he.
Hmm.
But look. Let's not talk about that. He's a great guy. I went on, said hello. I had a good chat to him. He's lovely. Okay, so
Hmm.
that's all that matters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dis.
Yeah.
What's going on? Tell me what's happening.
Well, today, and Wednesday is Passover in Israel. For all Jews in the world,
Yes.
the holiday. When we celebrate the exit from Egypt, from
Yes.
the slavery.
Yes.
So happy Passover to all viewers, and
Yes,
yeah,
thank you so much there. Yes.
yes.
I've been wearing my speed. I put my Speedmaster on today, this
Oh,
afternoon. Yeah, I love
good.
that's a lovely. What have you been wearing? Tell me what watch you've been wearing.
Oh, I mean, I'm on the old
Yeah, the Coke.
oh, yeah, it's almost all I
Hey.
wear. It's you know, just so comfortable. So,
Yeah, it's a great watch. It's a
hmm
great watch. And I got to tell you what I'm finding is right. I'm trying to find horological happiness, right?
yeah,
And I'm actually starting to really think in my own case. I actually was offered a Tudor, the new white dial Pepsi,
yeah,
and I
okay,
said it was still a lot of money. It was
yeah,
still a lot of money. The guy just bought it 2 days ago. He said, "Oh, you wanted that? You can have it for what I pay." He bought it. He's a VVIP,
hmm
and I thought, you know what? It was 6,000 Australian,
mm,
which is the retail price. Okay,
mm.
I'll just convert that for you, AUD to Israeli shekel. That is 14,500 Israeli shekels.
Oh, it's expensive.
No, it's not cheap. These. So US dollars, that is 4,000 US. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
and I thought about it, and I think I think to be honest with you, it's probably best. It's probably best to sort of It's probably best just to. I don't need it. I don't need it. This
no, you don't.
and I got to be honest with you. I got to start enjoying what I got.
Exactly. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. And I got to tell you, I think the truth is for me is that I don't want to have more debts and owe money and pay off I had enough of this.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
want
So,
to not have to rely on that, Um,
yeah.
but it's okay. Everything, but what I think is realistically, average people, a person today, they only need one Rolex, don't you think?
I think they only need one watch, but since we're in this channel, so one Rolex, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's I mean, how many watches do you really need? Can I ask you that?
Well, you need one, or maybe you don't even need one because smartphone. So
Yeah.
you know,
You know what? I think um I I don't really I think a lot of people get carried away with getting far too much stuff, which they don't need. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's a psychological thing where we want to continue buying. We want to have the happiness. We want to buy this. We want to buy that. We want to do this. We're always getting new stuff. And I got to be
mhm,
honest with you. What I don't when I was growing up,
mhm.
I wanted one Rolex to love. I didn't even think about having a couple of Rolexes. Um, um, it's we'll just block Terry Smiles. Thank you, Terry. See you later. Hey. Um, I got to be honest with you. There, it's it's that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. Is that how many of these things do you really need? And I mean, realistically, too many people get too carried up in. For me, I think you know what would be nice. Some sort of. I think with a Rolex, if you're going to limit yourself to a small number, you've got to make it a special Rolex. Okay.
Okay.
Now, when I say special, I don't mean platinum or solid gold, but I mean I'd probably want to get one of the professional lines, like a GMT, a Submariner, or a an Explorer 2. You know, you want one of the professional lines, right?
Yeah.
Then you'd possibly, I reckon, the Omega Speedmaster is a fucking fabulous watch. Okay, I think
It's,
you know whether you get a new one or a vintage, it doesn't matter. They're just a fantastic. I love a manual wind.
mm-hmm.
You know, a manual wind chronograph is fucking sexy. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
And
For
maybe
my,
then if you've got a if you got a Rolex GMT, then you'd get like a discount diver, some sort of discount. You know, you don't need a lot. A lot of people, they get too carried up with building these massive what the fuck for? When are you going to wear, you know, most of the time you safe queen this shit, you don't even end up wearing it. Like, I'll be
mm-hmm.
honest with you, I had all the Pateks. I love them. I fucking love them. It was mainly to take them out and look at them. It wasn't really to wear and enjoy them.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember having this conversation with a friend of mine, and I said, you know what watch really means a lot to me? It was the manual wind paddock because it didn't have a fucking date. So all you do is set the time, wind it, set the fucking time, and off you go. Because I think you fuck them up by setting the date. You know, like Rolex is pretty forgiving, but on these high-end horology, you can fuck them up by trying to set the dates. Because I hate having the wrong dates. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Me too. Yeah.
And what I think the thing is, seriously, how many watches do you need? I reckon one Rolex. What's wrong with I mean, you can still love Rolex. You can still love the Submariner.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a GM. It would be, wouldn't it be later on? You're probably going to buy if you have enough money. God bless his soul. What do you say? God, what is it? God bearing. What do they say? If God allows,
Yeah.
you if God allows, you could get it. You'd probably get a Submariner next, wouldn't you? What would you get?
Yes, I would get a 1460 with no two liner, no date.
Two liner. Fabulous watch. Fabulous watch. In a two liner. And that's really what I think is exciting to have there. And how many do you need? Okay, you know, like realistically, people get so carried away. I think they put too much money into watches. Because a lot of people, you put it on credit card. I've done it myself, I had all this debt because God willing, that's SD43, God willing. That's it. Sorry. God willing. Sorry, that's what they say. God willing. I got to tell you, how many, I mean, seriously, some sort of GMT. Okay, in my case, I got the 42 mil. Perfect. That's a fucking beautiful Rolex. You have a Speedy. You don't. And here we go. We got Professor. Hello, Professor. How are you?
Hi guys. Hi Archie. Hey, this.
Hey man.
Hey, how you doing?
Talk to us. What's going on?
You're absolutely right about this how many watches thing. But everybody has his and her attitude. They if they have the money, they can buy. The thing I find strange at times is that
Well, they don't
people.
have the money because they got credit card debt.
Yes,
They got car loans.
that's
They
right.
they don't
That's right.
often they don't have the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
The only
The other
people who
thing.
really have the money is if you've got a fully paid off home a fully paid off car, an emergency fund, then you can have some expensive watches, don't you think, or not?
Yeah, but you know, in life, many people circumvent all these norms, and they buy the expensive car, they buy the expensive watch. You know, that's how the wheel goes around, unfortunately. And the other thing, Archie, I find interesting is that people get very personal and close with their watches. They get very emotional. You know, if you tell them that you express criticism on their watch, they immediately say, "Oh my God, who is this guy? Why is he telling me this is bad?"
Yes, I know what you're
A lot
saying
of
there.
emotion, Archie, a lot of emotion. You know, we tend to forget all too often to be more humane and more kinder to people, and we get emotional and defensive about, you know, our watches and our stuff.
Exactly right there. You're right. And what's the answer then?
Well, everybody has his thing, you know. If you can afford an expensive watch, buy it. Of course, might not be the best choice, but it's we live in a free world. Yes, sometimes we exaggerate, and I also do it as well. I offer criticism, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's not get too emotional about material things. You know, let's be more impactful about our human existence, our civilization.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're saying there.
And it is a
It's
community. We need to be more communal, more supportive. Fine, you know, whether Patek or Lange is one is better than the other, who cares? It doesn't really matter.
no.
Professor, on this community aspect, you
Yes,
usually see people in this, you know, in the chat, in the stream, they say, yes, buy it, buy it, buy it. And you hardly hear like, don't buy it. You have to, you know, save for a car. I don't know. It's always enabling this, so that's what I'm to think about.
exactly. This, yeah, you know, Archie, the other day I was surprised. I was surprised. This was saying, somebody asked him, "Hey, this, what's up? What's going on?" And he said, "Well, you know, there is a war, a civil war in Syria." And the guy said, "Oh, really? I didn't know there is a civil war." You know, something like, I don't know how many thousands of people have died, but in his neighborhood, just north of, it's about 200 kilometers north of where this is, there is a there is a civil war going on for the last how many years? This
Since 2011, so
to that
yeah,
exactly since the
12,
Arab Spring. Yeah,
12 years, 12 years non-stop.
12, 12 years.
Yeah,
No,
fucking crazy. Doesn't end.
it doesn't end. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, we have a guest.
Hey, Dodger, how are you?
How you doing, guys?
Hey,
Hey, not too
Dodger, how
bad.
you
Hey,
doing?
hey.
Hey,
Good to see you, man.
Yeah,
nice
man.
to see you.
This. Hey, Professor. Hey, Archie.
Hey, Dodger, my man. How's Mrs. Dodger?
Oh, she's getting better, I think. She's getting a lot better. The foot's getting better. She's
Oh,
driving, so it's the
excellent.
left foot that's broken. But she's also getting better slowly. It's all good, all good. So what's happening, guys? What's happens?
Hey, it's good to have you on here, that's for sure. You're looking good. You're looking
Yeah,
healthy.
yeah. Well, it's a couple of good nights. I'm here in Newcastle. So
Oh,
good to be back in Britain again.
Hey, SD43, how are
hey.
you?
Wow, nice view.
Oh,
Wow, very nice.
Where are you staying? At the Dorchester?
No, it's just some normal hotel. Nowhere too expensive.
Morning, gentlemen. Sorry, I had my mic off.
You run out of money.
Okay. That looks beautiful. You're in London?
No, Newcastle.
Wow.
I'm here with a cartel. Paul Thorpe and the crew.
Oh,
Sirocco.
fantastic. Sirocco.
Hey, Sirocco.
Dodger!
Sirocco?
Corporal,
Hey!
look at Corporal Dodger. Look at him. You're looking great, bud.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, well, we've had a few days in Newcastle, just sort of knocking around some of the watch places, going to like to see Watch Trader and some of the other dealers, you know, sorting out the market prices for the new year, doing dodgy deals with the cartel. It's been fantastic.
You're looking great. Jesus,
Yeah.
what's going on? What have you been doing? Apart
Having
from
fun,
that,
enjoying myself. What can I do?
Drinking.
yeah.
Drinking, yeah.
Drinking. SD43. I don't know if we've spoken before. I know
Yeah,
you've
we
been
have.
on before. I can't remember. We have, yeah. Quite right.
Yeah, I think so,
Yeah.
pal. I think so.
Yeah. And Diz, and we've got all the
He's the
heroes.
guy- he's the guy
Where's
with the
Archie? Is
Porsche.
Archie there? Archie, put your
Yeah.
camera on. You're the freaking host. You gotta have the
Archie.
camera on.
He's the one with the Porsche. He's got the Porsche. He's got the
Yeah.
Porsche.
He
Yeah.
does too.
C43.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
got the Porsche.
Archie, I rang up to have a whinge, to be honest.
A whinge about what?
About you. About you.
About how's that? Why are you having?
Well, listen, you've got these people, this professor is a clever lad and, he's from the same part of the world as I am these days and I don't want to piss on his parade, but I tune in here for a bit of entertainment and a laugh. I don't want to hear about wars. I don't want to hear about one and done. I don't want, and I mean this disrespectfully because, I've followed you through thick and thin and I help you out where I can. We don't mind a little 10 minutes here and there, but day after day of how hard it is and how difficult it is and how stupid it is to buy a watch, people come to listen to you to hear about watches.
Fantasy. It's fantasy. We want
Listen,
a bit of fantasy.
Exactly. Listen, they know they've got a Visa bill. I know it's stupid if someone spends a watch when they've got 30% credit card interest. They probably know that.
30%.
Or whatever it is. I haven't got any, so I don't really know, but I would imagine it's that kind of a figure. But it's a bit of escapism.
Here we go. Crystal Kennedy, $8. Archie, I looked for you in the Tour de Brisbane today. What kind of bicycle were you on? Thank you, Crystal Kennedy. And that's the first super chat for the day. I'm going to play a little clip for her.
Baby super chat, baby super chat. Na 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 na. Baby super chat, baby super chat.
Bring in some super chats. Let's get this thing happening. Super chat, baby. Super chat. Let's get this on, baby. There we go, guys. Super chats are happening on the show.
Thank you so much, Crystal.
Yes, indeed.
So, Mr. SD43, do you have an SD43?
Yes, I do.
Oh, very nice. Which one?
Well, VSD43. There is only one. That's the one I've got.
There's a two-tone. There's a steel.
Well, that's true. Well, no, my apologies. Yeah, you're correct. No apologies. I'll retract that. I have the steel one. I have quite a few. But going back to the other point, listen, I want to just talk to Archie for a second, to be honest, and just get this off my chest. I'm no American expert, Archie, but they're the people, the big hitters that support you and look after you. I give you a couple of quid here and there as I'm going along where I can. Those people, they like to be surrounded with happy people.
Okay.
The American people, they like people that make shit happen and get things done and, come out all guns blazing. Now, I don't mean turn into a circus clown or anything, but...
No, I understand. Okay. Point taken.
I mean, Narc said to you yesterday, finally. Why? And this has come up time and time again.
Fuck the Narc.
No, just listen to this. Just listen to this part. Just listen to this part.
Let SD43 speak his mind, Archie. Come on.
He has said to you repeatedly, and I've heard it from other corners, there's a load of people around the world that think the world of you and would give the left nut for a signed copy of the book or a T-shirt or some kind of Archie memorabilia. Now, I'm no YouTube expert, but I believe that you can farm it off on a company. I watch a couple of agricultural streams. There's companies that physically take care of it all for you. So you just design them. You don't even have to get your hands dirty. And I'm convinced, as he said, because you're on here every day complaining quite rightly about having to take a HELOC and all the rest of it, I would imagine if you're a bit more proactive, you wouldn't need to be doing any of those things.
Okay. Point taken. Thank you
Okay.
so much, and enjoy your Porsche.
I'm gonna butt in, and I'm gonna agree. I think a bit of Archieverse memorabilia
The book,
would be
the
fantastic.
books,
I
the
think
t-shirts.
you've got so many subscribers.
The t-shirts, the baseball cap,
Yeah.
something like that woven t-shirt or something with one of your sayings on, or your face, or that Sam the Cook guy. Have you seen Sam the Cook guy, a Canadian guy in the States?
Yes.
He's all over it. Those kind of things with an Archie type deal on, they'd be fantastic gifts for people.
Okay. No,
And
fair
as I say,
enough.
you've not got to sit there licking stamps, as far as I understand. Somebody takes care of it for you. It can actually all be taking place in the States, and you're just getting a check every month.
It's not that difficult to do it. It's seriously, once you got some kind of design, it's not that difficult. Even in Australia, it's not that difficult to get stuff printed off, and then all he has to do is send it out, get the money direct, and cut out the middleman. Angelic Slayer. I'd love to see Angelic on the stream again.
Yeah, remember, I loved his song and dance. Weren't they fantastic?
Yeah. And discount, biggest troll, your most faithful troll ever. I'd love an Archie hat.
An Archie hat. Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, people are asking you, Archie.
How is the Porsche going? Tell me this. Give us a bit of fantasy. How is the Porsche?
Oh God, I'm going to get slaughtered now for car talk. It's very nice. I've not had it out since last I spoke. Well, one exception. It's been out for some new tyres. I put a new set of what they call Michelin Pilot Sport tyres on it, so it's all good to go.
They are a good tyre.
Yeah. So I had a bit of a difficulty getting hold of them, but we've got some of those. But I'm just looking out the window now. The weather is picking up nicely, so I'm hoping in the next month or two. I'll tell you where I am going, Archie. I'm going to the Isle of Man to watch the TT racing at the end of the month. Do you want me to send you some footage from that?
Yeah, that'll be fantastic.
Oh, great stuff. I love the Isle of Man. Used to go every year.
Yeah, I'm going at the end of May. It is first 2 weeks of June, I think, from memory.
Are you going on the bike? You're going to go on Mad Sunday?
That Mad Sunday is more of a charity do now. They don't do the Mad Sunday anymore in so much as they had some really serious accidents about 10 years ago. So in your day, on the Mad Sunday, what they used to do, Archie, was the mountain section of the course. Yeah. They would make one way on the Sunday so all the punters could ride the track in the direction. And they had some serious accidents when it was two-way. So what they do now, Dodgy, just to explain, is before the TT fortnight starts, the mountain is one way for the duration of it.
There's still unlimited speed on the Sunday. You can still run on limited speed, can't you?
Only in certain sections, only on the mountain. Well, there's no speed restriction on the mountain anyway. Yeah, on the mountain course. Yeah, correct. I'm a steady Eddie, though.
Really dangerous up there. It's always wet and misty. Every time I go, it's just wet and misty.
Well, to be honest with you, during the TT, the mountain's usually closed because of an accident. Because somebody obviously gets up at 6 o'clock in the morning, thinks they're John McGuinness or Dean Harrison.
Yeah, that's right.
Comes flying off the road at 150 mile an hour, and then it's shut while they're trying to ambulance or helicopter them off.
Yes.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
What size tyres do you have, if you don't mind me asking?
I couldn't.
They're not run flats, Archie.
No, the Pilot Sport 2s they're called. I wanted the 4s, but that's another story.
Are they 19-inch, 18 or 19?
The 19-inch rims. I want to say, I think on the back there's something like, off the top of my head, are they 325s and 235s on the front? They're staggered, as you call it.
How much were they each?
The 4 fitted were about £1,000.
Yeah, that sounds like good tyres.
Well, there's no point having a car that speed with rubbish tyres.
So you don't.
But Archie, if you did,
you don't take it out in the snow. Is that right?
Well, it's only got 30,000 miles on it. So it's, to be honest with you, it's a manual, and it's got. I've not had this one out. I've only owned it a couple of 3 months now. So
the previous owner, did he take it out in the snow or never drove it in the snow?
No.
Oh, so underneath it must be pristine.
Yeah.
Save us, Dodger.
See, I'm getting slaughtered now.
Make it stop. Save us.
Sorry. He asked me. I'm going to be on the shit list here.
I know. He can't help himself.
Listen, I do feel, everybody goes on about the car talk. I do feel, again, that this show is more for Archie to decompress, to be honest. This is a bit of anything's fair game, isn't it?
Yeah. You are right. I think though sometimes we go a little bit too much into the cars and the audio.
Well, I like the cars.
What about van talk? Van talk.
Well, I enjoyed that as well.
Let's get back to who's wearing what? Who's wearing what watch?
Okay, well, if we're going to do this, oh shit, there we go. I'm still.
I'm wearing the Speedy today.
There
Speedy,
you go.
Speedy
Seen the master.
man on the moon.
Moon.
There you
I've got
go.
an Explorer 2.
Oh, Explorer 2 is beautiful watch. It's a great
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah, nice one.
Actually, I've got a watch question. I've got a watch question for you. Should we do a pivot? How about this? I have got a 2022 new unworn 41mm Wimbledon
Yes.
with the Jubilee bracelet and the fluted bezel.
SD43, I'm sorry, I've got to stop you. I have to stop you.
I did.
I have to stop you. I did this same thing this morning. You
That's
know
why I
what
said
I'm
it.
going to say. And you're a fucking, you're in England, for fuck's sake. Come on.
I'm sticking with the pontiff.
Thank you so
So
much
that
for the
one.
pep talk. Thank you so much for the pep talk.
And I've also got a white gold, white-faced Cellini Time.
You can keep that.
Yeah, I thought you might say that. That's brand new. I bought it, to be honest with you. I bought the pair of them as a bit of a meal deal kind of hunger buster, thinking I was going to roll into a Pepsi. And then the dealer lost his Rolex deal and all the wheels fell off.
Oh.
And to be honest with you, I'd be quite happy to get out of the pair of those and into something else. But I'm concerned that if I go to, as you said before, if I go to a dealer, then they're going to try and nail me hat on for the Wimbledon and the Cellini and then charge me top dollar for whatever else I fancy.
Yes.
I wondered if you had any pearls of wisdom for me.
You're probably best to sell it yourself, you know? But
you don't know who turns up at your doorstep, though, do you?
What watch don't you like? What is it again? What's the two watches again? Say it again.
41 Wimbledon, fluted.
Wimbledon. Fucking hell. Can we get this right? It's a fucking Wimbledon.
Wimbledon's a great watch.
Wimbledon.
Yeah, I just, to be honest, it's the only date. It's the only date just I got. The wife's got the 36 on an Oyster. But
and what's the other watch? What's the other one?
A brand new, the last of the Cellini Times, the white, the white gold with the white dial on. Neither of them have ever been worn.
The Cellini,
2022 they are.
Cellini Time. You mean the moon phase one?
No, just the basic one.
Oh, I know, just the three.
I think it's just called a straight time. Yeah, that's the fella.
Yeah. That's a great watch.
Well, it is, but I've got a 16519.
That retail?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, don't rub it in. I bought a James Cameron and some other bits as well, so it's not too painful. But yeah, I did, to be honest. Yeah. Ooh. I was playing the dealer game.
Why don't you like it? Why don't you like it? Can I ask you that?
What, the Wimbledon?
Yeah. Oh no. I mean the Cellini. It's a.
I've got a 16519. I just don't see me ever wearing it, to be honest. If I was doing the suit thing, I'd just put that Daytona on, wouldn't I?
Yeah, but you got the Cellini. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it, don't you think?
Well, I could. Yeah, I've got quite a few other. I could do, I suppose. It's just I won't mind changing it into something else if it was. I was thinking of swapping it into a Sky Dweller or getting something I haven't got. I've got quite a few Sea Dwellers and some. But I just thought if I wasn't going to get robbed in the deal, I could, turn it into something else perhaps that would blow my skirt up more. Like I say, it's this collecting thing, isn't it, Archie, that you've been disparaging? You always want what you haven't got. That's half the fun of it, isn't it?
Yes, you're right.
If everybody, this one watch deal that you keep talking about, if everybody just wanted one watch and was happy, why would we be ringing and speaking to you for hours on end and staying up till 2 in the morning?
Fair point.
It's like the priest trying to talk all the parishioners into going home. It's not what you do, Archie,
No, I understand.
Life's great. We're all living the dream. We don't want reality.
No. Okay, fair point.
And the other thing I was going to say as well, while I'm on one, what I did enjoy, do you remember when Timey turned up briefly? You had that nice little section where you were going through all the watches, because I'm not a Rolex expert, but I know, to be honest, the square root of nothing about some of the other brands.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be nice, to have a bit of an education day where you actually educate us in a interesting, charming, entertaining way you do. Because, when you start going off on that kind of thing, it genuinely is interesting. I mean, not 5 hours a day every day of the week, but, if we had a little...
No, I understand.
Watch Wednesday and you told us about, something that's a little bit off-piste. I mean, you might be buying one for half price or something, but, some of these Jaguar Cultras and this, that and the other. I mean, I know you wouldn't go out and spend 40 grand on one, but...
Yes.
You know, a nice little second-hand meal deal out of Chrono 24 or so, you know, a local dealer or something might be nice. I mean, I don't, maybe I'm the only way that thinks these things, but I don't know.
I know what you're saying. Fair point. That's a fair point.
You know,
That's
at the end of the day, we all want you to do well, don't we? That's why we keep coming back.
Yes.
You know,
fair
I think
point.
you've done absolutely amazing. You know, with everything you've been through recently and everything, and you're looking fantastic.
Yeah.
You got a bit of timber off. You know, just do the depressing chat with the professor offline, and you know, when you're back on your A game, tune on and blow everyone's
Professor,
skirt
what's
up.
the most effective way to build a watch collection with very limited funds? HELOC, credit card, or
Work
what
hard.
would you suggest?
Yeah, work
Get an
hard.
extra
Get a
job.
job.
Get a job.
Get a job, yes.
Get a job. Professor's having a coffee.
But if you're starting, you can buy a nice watch, Archie, can't you? Again, you know, you can go through, you can tell people about sensible watches. If you're just starting out, you don't need to be throwing 20,000 quid into something, do you?
No, you're right.
You can blow your skirt up for a lot less money than that, I think, if you know what you're looking at. And like I say, this is where your knowledge comes into it, because there's watches that you know of that do represent good value that, to be perfectly honest with you, I wouldn't know where to start.
No,
All you need is one of these, you know, a few grand, Seamaster, and the job's done. One and done.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's a beautiful. You love it, don't you?
I absolutely adore it. I mean, I got 2 subs, but this is my everyday. You know, it's and for the money, you know, I mean, you can get 3 or 4 of these for 1 sub.
I do like the Seamaster. For me, the white dial with black bezels.
And the loom is better than Rolex. Yeah. It blows the Rolex loom out the water.
Archie, I like that watch you were talking about this morning with the boats.
Yes.
You know, the one you were talking about. What was that called?
Yes, Frederick Constant.
Yeah. Kind of. I had garbage, but fuck, I don't want the watch. I just want the boat.
Yeah, but if you buy it right, Archie, is it garbage? Do you know what I mean? If you've only got a couple of $1,000 quid to spend or something, or $3,000 or $4,000, and you know, there's an ask for every seat, isn't there?
100% right.
If you get into it at right money and you manage to get back out of it without it costing you a fortune, and it's put something on your wrist, because you know you can't all wait for the Rolls Royce Phantom, because 99% of people are never going to get one.
No, that's a fair point.
Good point.
You can't wait for the Rolls Royce Phantom, can you?
No, and it's all relative, isn't it? You know, I mean, the best watch the one that isn't the most expensive, but the first Rolex I ever got was a Bumblebee, as they call them now, the bimetallic black-faced Submariner. Mm. And compared to the other things I've now got, it's not the most expensive, it's not the best quality one, but because it was the first one I ever got, you know, it's the closest one to my heart and the one that, you know, I'll always treasure the most. Mm. So, you know, if you're starting off on the road and it's the first, let's say, £1,000 watch or something you ever managed to achieve to buy through hard work and graft rather than credit cards, then it hopefully always means something to you.
The first one was hard work. It was a real pain. Getting the money for my first date just in 1988, that was hard money, and it was real. You know, at that time, that was really heavy money for me.
It's like Sade things. It's never as good as the first time, is it, Archie?
Yeah. The first time was the best. I'll say the best experience. Yeah.
So there we go. Has Archie switched off?
Great to talk to you about more positive things. I must agree with you. You are right.
Yeah, but you need to surround yourself with positive people, don't you?
Yeah, not negative ones.
But that's the whole idea, you know. It's like business, isn't it? You know, you need to be, if you're surrounded with people that have never actually done anything or got stuck into anything. You know, I'm no big deal, don't get me wrong, but one of my things is property. And, you know, when we're going to buy another house, you know, 99% of people are telling you crazy, it's falling down, don't do it. You know, there's 1,000...
It's got damn, people won't work.
Yeah, exactly.
Do it up. All the negative is the why you don't do anything in life.
You know, it's hard. Oh, God, everyone's starving. There's a war. You've just got to get your ass out of bed and make shit happen.
And get out of it. I mean, I've spent the whole weekend with very positive.
Look in that mirror, you know, with your new haircut now, Archie, and then, you know, now you've lost 3 chins, God bless you. You know, I'm ARCHIELUXURY. Give yourself the speech.
Yes.
You know, tune in at 11:30 UK time with all guns banging and let's get stuck into it.
Yeah,
Look,
got you.
Lux is telling you how he's been round the world 4 times on a £10 set of tyres. I mean,
Yes.
then begging for super chats. Who needs, you know? Let's be honest, Archie. You know, looking at £1 pot noodles. You're Archie Luxury.
Yeah.
SD's right, Archie. Surround yourself with positive people. I've spent a whole weekend with very, very positive people. We'd have loved it if could have been here as well. It was just fantastic, you know. But everybody's positive, and you
Did he shipped you over, Archie? I'm sure.
It rubs off if you're around. That positivity sort of rubs off onto you. You cannot.
I'm good at rubbing one off.
We know that, GMT. Oh, you hopped on. Hey, GMT. Hi, GMT.
Hey, you go.
Poor, I'm just chilling out.
He's great.
Yeah, you look really relaxed.
Yeah. We'll go round 3 tonight, but most of the guys have left. So
well, there you go. There's a successful businessman tuned in the GMT.
Yes, he is.
You know, he's a grafter. He doesn't stand in the shop there with his 4,000 cabbages and his stack of bread rolls and all the rest of it going, oh, it's hard. You know, he's got Archie going. He's getting all his kids G'd up and going, come on, let's make this happen.
Well, that's it.
That's
right. He's got his
at the end of the summer, he sold 25 million of them and he's buying and treating himself to a GMT. He's not going to the bank for a HELOC.
Oh, fuck that. No way, man.
Good point.
GMT got his business, but he also gets out into the markets and draws more in. I mean, that's the way to
That's
go.
right.
You know, he doesn't stand back. You can't expect it all to come to you.
He doesn't go there and say, it's a bit fucking hot today. I'll just stay home.
There you go.
I wish.
Listen, Archie, my dad always said to me, the fella that sets himself the smallest hill gets to the...
Come in, get it! Come in, get it! Come in, get it! You won't regret it in 2023 at Tip Top Snack Bar!
Whoppa! Let's do it, boys! Together now. Thank you for joining us at ARCHIELUXURY's live stream.
For him, I'd buy one all day long.
Yeah.
There you go. Makes me want a
that's
cabbage
enough of
roll,
my
and I
lecture.
hate cabbages. I hate cabbage.
You don't even. You know the funny thing is.
I love pickles.
You know the funny thing is, you wouldn't even know it was cabbage. You can't even taste the cabbage.
I bet I would.
I only call them cabbage
I will put a bet on it. Anything you want.
I only call them that. I can't remember the name to be honest.
And I said, no. Give me some sauerkraut, though. And that's cabbage. And it's bizarre. And I eat it. Go figure.
You will eat it. Trust me. You love it.
Righto.
I saw so many of them. I can't even keep up.
I'm sure you look like a frigging cabbage.
You know, all I want is a fucking Chico roll. All I want is a fucking
Chico roll.
You know?
Chico
You know
roll.
I'm kidding, Mr. GMT. You know I'm kidding.
I know.
All we need
Cabbage.
We need Higgins to hop on. Get all your.
He was around
Jesus
before.
Christ.
He'll be here. He'll be here.
Higgy, jump on.
No,
He's been a
don't
great
you-
addition, by the way.
Yes, he has. He's been a great
Yeah.
Jonathan?
addition.
I tell you what, I've been
I-
quite late to this. What have I been doing this now? 18 months, 2 years probably. I was on this at the time when basically his name was Mud incorrectly, and you know it was this and he was. I don't quite know who I thought this fella actually was. Then thank God there was a parting of the waves and he turned up, and he's just again in the morning. You pray for him to tune up because he's got his nice, happy, cheery disposition, gets you all back on track, and as does GMT. To be fair.
Remember,
you,
your
brother.
enemy's enemy is your friend. Remember that, guys.
Well, yeah, it took a while
So
to work
true.
out, but yeah.
Yes, boys, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Man on the moon.
Man on the fucking moon.
I was gonna say that, but yeah.
I
Oh
love
God!
that boy. I've been
It's not
enjoying
time.
this
We can anything goes this time on this time slot, Mr. GMT. I thought you knew.
It's a beautiful watch, Arch. Man, so
I love
lucky
it.
to have it.
I love it. I love it.
How do I go back
Jonathan
to the actual...
has been a very welcome addition, and I'm so glad that he's.
You know that
finally
I jumped on and I was fighting for him to jump on and be part of the the Archieverse because at that time everyone hated him and they didn't want him around, and I wasn't even talking to him at the time, and I jumped on and fought for him to actually be a part of the Archieverse.
I'm really pleased he's found a home here.
Dodger and I brought him into the dungeon when the dungeon first began. And
Sirocco's nearly burnt at the stake, I remember.
Yeah, I fucking wasn't like that.
You and Dodgy were nearly hung, drawn and quartered for that offence.
He was welcome at the start of the dungeon. He was welcome, and then and then everything went to shit. I got kicked out. He got kicked out. We just
Well, let's move forward. We're moving forward now, aren't we? We're having T-shirts. We're having baseball caps. You can buy a book. Archie's going to be positive.
Archie's about to. He's just going to design. How about an Archie explodes cap? How about that? A baseball cap.
Hey, Archie!
Just with Archie explodes or something.
You know what he should do? He should get everyone's avatar with his avatar in the middle, like his face, and all of his panelists, all their avatars around him. That'll be so cool.
Archie, I'm just on a brainwave.
I'm thinking more of a profile of Archie's head with the horn, and then Archie explodes.
Archie, I've just had a brainwave. Archie, can you hear me?
Yes.
I'll tell you what they do over here in the UK that's very, very popular, is you can get good wish messages and birthday messages and all those congratulation messages done by all the football players and everything. So what you do is you send the details of the person, because a pal of mine's cousin's a very big footballer, a football fan. So some of the older retired football. So what you do, I think you pay about $50, and basically they do a tailored birthday greeting message or something that they record, and then you can send to them.
I see. Got you.
So it'd be like, happy birthday, or, whatever the person wanted it to be from Archie Luxury. You save it, send it to them, and then they send it actually as the gift.
Got you.
So you could get your own Archie explodes, you're an absolute...
Enough ideas for so far.
GMT.
Enough ideas, okay?
Sorry, what was that?
I can't
with a friend on the phone.
There's too many ideas. Sorry?
My friend wants to see your Superman collection. Is it possible, or...?
Yeah, he wants to see it now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Full screen.
Yeah, right.
I'll put you up. Oops,
I'll just get my... Is he on the phone with you?
Yeah, she's working on the phone, yeah.
Is he watching the show?
She is watching the phone.
Oh, she's watching the show. Okay.
Yeah.
1 second. I just got to sort myself out 1 minute.
No problem.
Is Opulent still in bed, Dodger?
Sorry?
Is JB Opulent still unconscious in bed somewhere?
No, he's out on business at the moment, so he's out doing business. He's mixed a bit of business with pleasure today.
Oh, there you go.
He's going to the Newcastle match. He's in the box at the Newcastle match with the higher echelon. So.
Oh, very nice.
I'll catch you for dinner later on.
My card got wet, Archie. I can't read it. I just realised it got wet. But there you go.
Oh,
there's an
what
Archie.
happened? It got wet.
Fuck.
I just noticed. I just realised it's got a bit of damp in it. All right, shit happens.
Oh,
and then, of course, we have
the business card.
There you go.
Phone number. Take that off. Take it off. Take it off. It's only for VIPs they're given to.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I thought I had my finger covering it. Yeah, the friggin'. I just realised that all the writing's gone, but at least I've got the important stuff, which is, the Archie photo, etc.
No worries. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff, isn't it?
Wow.
Yep.
Amazing.
But there we go. You've got it. Look at this friggin' collection here. All these dolls. I'd just be so scared with all these dolls looking at me.
Holy shit.
Action
figures.
Did you ever find the one time they turned upside down?
He didn't do nothing.
Did you not?
He didn't do anything. Yeah, but that's just it. Is that all right? Do you want to see more?
Wow. What a collection, man.
It's okay. She's very
there you
impressive.
Well
done,
like,
wow.
All right, Archie, you can take me down now, bud.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, GMT. Thank you.
No worries, my friend. Anything for you.
Appreciate it.
No, that's.
Are the VIP Americans coming to see you then, Archie, or is that shtick, do you think? I hope they are.
No, they are. It's not sticky. They are.
Are they getting an executive bus or a private jet up to GMT's?
That ain't going to happen. It would be nice, but it's not going to happen.
You're too remote.
It's not remote. It's just too far away. They actually fly they're actually going to fly past me to get to him, and then fly past me again to get home. Funny enough.
That would
I'm
be
right on the
fantastic
edge.
for this. Yeah. Yeah, that's got the making of some fantastic footage, I think.
No worries. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
message received. Thank you so much. So, Sirocco, talk to us, Sirocco. We were talking some interesting things with the watches there. How many is enough? I think 50 is a good number to aim for. What do you think?
50 watches. Well, let's just make it 52.
52 for each week of the year.
One for each week. I can't even say it. I'm still intrigued with this. With this man from Sophia. No, you're wrong. It's funny. I'm still intrigued with this Frederick Constantine, whatever the hell it was called.
Oh, you want the boats? Do you like the boats?
Yeah, I really do. And I started shopping, and I found this website that had Reavers, and the Reaver models were like $3,000 or something. Crazy.
Fucking hell.
They
are. What do you think of those Reavers? What's your view as a boat person? What do you think of those?
They're your classic Grace Kelly. Old Grace Kelly movie type boat, from
what happened? I don't know if you realize this. Before fiberglass came, they were the only option, and they were fucking expensive, weren't they?
Yes, yeah, they were awesome boats. And someone rightly said about Chris Craft in the US built a very similar boat. They were awesome. Yeah. Reaver still build boats now. They're owned by the Ferretti Group, and they build super yachts up to 120 foot, and they're just unbelievable.
Is Chris
I guess,
Craft?
yeah. There's a Chris Craft here actually in the marina. I know the guy who's got one.
Are they quality?
Yeah, good quality. They're great. American boats are usually, except for your Bayliner.
Australia, we had Haynes Hunter. Remember Haynes Hunter?
Well, they're still around. They're good runabout type of boats. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just depends what you're doing with your boat. The old Reaver, and that's what I was looking at today when I went shopping. I'm going to wait till I come back from my trip, but unless I might even find something while I'm away. Who knows? But yeah, they're fantastic. And if you watch the old Grace Kelly type movies, that sort of thing with Cary Grant, those were the boats that they were on. Like in the 50s in the Mediterranean, and still to this day, they're still built, and they build them now. Fantastic, and all out of timber. Beautiful.
They're fucking expensive, but they're not for
quality. Cost money, Archie. Luxury.
Yes, but a lot of those boats they're kind of river boats. They're not for surf, but they're not surf boats, are they?
Oh, they're calm seas. Let's put it calm seas. Any boat for calm seas. Fuck, I won't go out when it's freaking horrible and rough. Jesus Christ, why would you? Why do you want to be uncomfortable?
Good point. Why do you want to be uncomfortable? That's very true.
I had a couple of days out, Monday night, Tuesday night, came back on Wednesday, and it was just beautiful conditions. Now it's not quite as beautiful. Hey, Arch, have you noticed? 3 days ago it was like 30 fucking degrees, and today is 20.
I know. It's lovely today, isn't it?
Freaking freezing. I put a t-shirt on. I haven't worn a t-shirt in a month.
29 degrees here.
You mean a wife
cold.
You mean a wife
20 degrees. Well, I think I heard our friend Dodgy saying I wear a wife beater.
It's a singlet, isn't it?
Most a singlet. Yeah, most of the time I don't even wear a singlet. Got a friggin' t-shirt on tonight. Chilly.
Where's Dodgy? Did you catch up with a few boys? Did you, Dodgy?
I'm doing a Marcelo.
Fantastic, perfect.
I'm vaping because there's
Dodger's been out on the terps with the boys.
Where are you? Are you in Switzerland? Where are you?
Newcastle. with the boys, with the cartel.
Newcastle.
With
Newcastle.
Oh, beautiful.
What's the cartel?
Thorpe and the cartel.
How's it?
What's the
how was
banter over there?
Was it good?
Yeah, it's good. It's been great. Yeah, fantastic. Been to watch train and various other places.
Did you
and,
see?
yeah.
What's his name? Spencer.
No, he's not come up. He's in Florida.
Oh, okay.
Paul Thorpe. You saw Paul Thorpe, obviously.
Yeah, Paul. I did it with him last night.
He's a lovely guy. Paul's a lovely
Yeah,
guy.
Paul's
He's
really
He's
nice.
a nice guy. He paid for dinner. You know, it's fantastic. Top bloke,
Hey.
sort of the earth.
We got Lux coming on. Hello, how are you?
He's got no
Oh,
mic.
Lux is
out.
here.
Oh, Mike. Okay. He's just showing us
On the road again.
on the road again. Look at this.
On the
I'm
road
just.
again.
May I just answer Trooper without having to type something into YouTube? Trooper, all that salt air must be healthy for you. It's really good with my soggy chips. Archie, I heard a rumor, a very strange rumor, and Dodgy knows where it came from. I heard this really strange rumor that you were on another channel today.
I was on Lord's channel.
Yeah.
Young
How did
Brando.
that
I was
go?
on Young Brando for 20 minutes just to say hello because he
How
did
did
help.
that go?
He's a nice enough guy. We had a nice chat, bit of a chat.
That was awesome,
Okay.
Arch. He's a
it
nice
was
guy.
Why is he changed? What's this young Brando? Where's this come from? That's a really
Lord.
strange
That's
name.
Lord. That's Lord. That's Lord.
Yeah, I know it's Lord.
I don't
But from
know.
Lord Hellespont to young Brando is
Marlon
kind
Brando.
of what the
The
hell?
young
He
Marlon
looks a
Brando.
bit like a young Brando, doesn't he? He looks a bit.
He does. He's quite.
Oh, okay. I must have missed that part.
He does look a little bit like Brando.
If it's
Okay,
so-
How did it go?
Dodger.
How did it go, Arch? How did it go? What did you talk about?
I just having a chat. We just had a chat there. SD's on this. It was a bit negative. I was talking a bit negative. You know, I could just. It's okay. No, it's okay. I won't go into it now. We're positive.
It's hard.
Oh, go
I'm
on.
alive.
Come on.
I'm
Let's hear it,
well,
let's hear it.
and I feel great. I'm alive.
It's your channel,
I'm
Archie.
well, and I feel great.
Aye.
Was
I'm only
it a
saying it because we
negative?
want you to do well, mate.
No, was it negative when you went on there? Was it? Did you say?
No, I'll just have a chat. He's cool.
Nah, he's joking. I think.
He's okay. He's okay.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Now I want to go back and watch it.
Yeah, no. It was good. It was good. It was good.
I jump on there every now and then. Arch, not all the time, but every now and then I jump on.
It's a shame he doesn't jump on here, you know, because he's okay.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of. I feel.
It'd be
a bit
nice to have
sad.
him on now, you know, just to talk to him. I used to spend hours and hours with the guy on the old Marcelo time thing, you know. It was a nice bloke.
Yes, he did. He
Yeah,
came on.
comment.
He did. He wasn't there for the very long, really, though, was he, Dodger? A couple of minutes.
That's where I first
Very
time I saw him on
very
Marcelo's.
kind to me, you know.
Yeah. That's the first time I spoke to him, and then he left, and then I said something. I was talking about something, and then he came on and got all upset with me. And I've been on his channel when I was in Chicago. I was one night. I was just watching, and I thought, oh fuck it, I'll just jump on. And I did a Marcelo. I sat on the toilet talking to Lord.
It's good. Listen, you know the beauty about being on a toilet? You can do shit while you're talking, piss, have a wank, whatever.
It's great. You just mute yourself, and you don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything. It's perfect.
Turn the camera off.
All you want,
Yeah.
isn't it? Self-contained.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
That's where Marcelo used to go wrong. He used to forget to turn the camera off.
Oh,
That's the only problem.
I've forgotten about that. Don't bring that up again.
Do you remember the time, Arch, at the very end?
They call
of
it
the
baby
show,
carrot,
and
baby carrot.
Oh, the baby carrot.
We just came off air, and he decided on camera to get into the bath with the camera pointing at him. I'll never forget that.
Oh my God.
You really, you just want to forget, but you just can't unsee this shit.
Well, you know, the worst time was when he left the laptop in the toilet and his wife went to the toilet.
Oh, that was bad. I saw that one. That was bad.
Was just,
He's not only exposed. It's bad enough he exposes himself, but then he decided to expose his wife too.
Oh my! Oh right. Oh.
He did it so many times.
Oh,
I wondered whether or not he enjoyed doing it. I wondered if he got something out of doing that because he'd done it so many times.
I just think he just, sad to say, he just doesn't think.
No, I don't know. It might
Well,
be deep. I
that's
don't
pretty.
know.
That's pretty. I mean, this is nodding there.
That was a nice way of putting it,
think,
by the way.
I think it's pretty plain to see that he just doesn't think. He could have had a good channel, but he just didn't think.
He doesn't think. He just doesn't think.
Yeah.
Well, you just showed he's not even allowed to have a channel. He's not allowed to run his channel anymore. Even.
No, he's not. If he's with Tim, he's not allowed to. No one's allowed to have another channel if you're with Tim.
Yep. You're with Tim or you're not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where was that? Sorry, how do you mean by that? It's you're with Tim or you're not. That's basically. I don't like.
Well, Marcelo keeps going over there. Every now and again, I got a WhatsApp from him. In actual fact, where's my freaking phone? Let me just read the WhatsApp I got from him last time. Oh,
from who was it? From Marcelo.
From Marcelo. I thought I blocked him, but then I, unblocked him, and then I blocked him, and then.
Family.
No, he's blocked by me.
Well, exactly. We were trying to bring him back. We were trying to.
Yeah.
So I got on the Friday, the 24th of March. I got hi with a little wave. It is funny that I got the block on Archie's stream because I offended Diz, that even he doesn't care. And when people offended me, they don't give a shit. Only on days inconvenient. I didn't forget when Lax said he wanted me to hang myself. So that was okay, right? Just something to think about. Yeah, I've got no fucking idea. I'm just reading the WhatsApp that he sent me. And then on the 25th of March, it was hi, little wave, am I still blocked? You can't spell. Yeah. So I haven't replied. Is he blocked?
Is he blocked where? Here or with you?
Yeah, is he blocked here, Archie? I got no clue.
What do you want me to do? If he's blocked, you want me to unblock him?
Look, Archie, I don't care. It's up to you. You do whatever you want.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to add any value to us. He's not coming on.
No,
I did see a couple of weeks ago or a couple of days ago that OC was in the chat. Is he blocked or not?
I think he might be.
No, he's in the chat.
No, well, he couldn't have because what happened
couldn't have been because he was in the chat.
Professor asked who OC was, and I said, doesn't matter. He's irrelevant. Doesn't matter. Next minute, guess who freaking super chats? OC.
But that could be a fake OC. Who knows? Who knows?
No, I saw one and I checked the channel because you can do that.
And it was a real one.
And it was a real one. If you're a mod, you can just go to channel and you know if they're right, the real ones or not. Memo Vex wants me to jump in the ocean. Why would Sirocco hang himself? All he needs to do is jump in the ocean. No, I can swim.
Yeah, good sharks.
Yeah, we've been made to walk the plank so many times. We can swim, can't we, Sirocco? We can
exactly. Jesus Christ, I can swim. I keep bouncing back. It's like a trampoline at the bottom. I just hit the bottom and come back.
Yeah,
Dodgers the same. We've been how many times
we dodged the sharks.
We've got an immunity against buses. Isn't that right, Dodger? We've been thrown under the bus so many times.
Yeah, we just
the bus avoids us now.
Shame we don't use that clip of shots anymore about people coming and going. I used to love that.
Oh, I don't even know. I don't know if that's in there somewhere. There's so much stuff.
I don't think he was too happy about it being played. I think it got.
Okay. There's so much.
The Archieverse perfectly, didn't it? It summed it up so well. That people come and people go, and some stay and some come back. And...
Yeah.
Oh, the shot saying, the shot saying.
Yeah, that one.
Nobody
yeah,
can
it
really
was.
leave Archie. Nobody can really leave the Archie.
I have it quoted. I have it saved.
Wow, I remember when there was hardly any stuff. Now I just look and go, oh fuck, I'll stay away. I don't even want to go in there.
Exactly.
So many videos in there in that branding. It's just crazy. Some get. Who's typed that? This must have typed that.
Hey, it's me.
You did. Yeah.
Don't get whacked.
That's it. Yeah. Fantastic.
No, that was Shot. Shot said that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Arch. That's what we're
Yes.
saying.
No, what I was saying, it just summed up, you know, having been around 18 months or whatever it is now, it just sums up the situation here perfectly. It's fantastic.
There's some that hang around forever and don't give a shit. And they get thrown under the bus and we come up all bloody and then we just go shake ourselves off and keep coming. And then get thrown under and run over again and go, oh, fuck, just wash the blood off. We're back.
Well, you,
We're
with
back.
all due respect, seem to be you seem to be a real shit magnet, Scirocco, because you seem to get into trouble for just breathing.
Hey,
some
Ken,
days,
we don't
God
need to
bless you.
talk about other channels here, Ken. We don't need to talk about other channels. It doesn't really matter here. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how come the shit seems to attract. I get attracted. The shit gets attracted to me.
Yeah.
I am a shit magnet.
The best of it is,
I used to be a chick magnet, but now I'm a shit magnet.
the funny thing is sometimes when the opposite shifts on and there's a complete hiatus about what you did or said, or everybody's going absolutely crazy, I'm thinking, I'm sure it didn't actually pan out like that, or that wasn't what I took away from it all. But yeah, it's quite funny.
It's not how I remembered things happening.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
There we go.
Exactly.
I'll go with it.
Yeah, whatever.
Fuck.
I don't know.
It's funny shit.
Know.
I don't know why I seem to attract the shit, but anyway.
Don't worry.
Who gives a fuck? It's the internet.
It's all fun, yeah.
Exactly. Archie,
It's
pull
all a
the
good laugh,
super
isn't
chat lever.
Yes, let's turn the super chat lever on, guys. I will just get we'll get the baby cow to bring in the super chat.
Arch, I'm gonna head off. I've got a big day
Hey,
tomorrow.
no worries,
starting.
man. Love you.
Thank you for having me.
Baby cow going mad in a field. You make me feel so goddamn real. Baby cow going mad in a field. Growing up to be somebody's meal. Baby cow, why don't you shake that ass? And I'll reward you with some blades of grass. Baby cow.
There we go, guys. Great bit of footage there. Thank you so much.
I just feel like going, and I haven't got any veal, and I really want to cook some now. It's too late. I have to go shopping tomorrow.
Yes.
I'll go and get some to eat.
Yep.
What's the deal with Curly and Watch Nicholas then, Arch? They seem to have dropped off the radar over the last week or so.
I think Curly's just gone away for. He's got something he's taking care of, but he'll be back. It'll be fine.
Okay.
It'll all be fine. Don't worry.
Enough said. No. Oh, don't worry. Just trying to make conversation.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Well, just because, the question I'd have on the same subject, and I really don't care because I don't watch it, is, well, yeah, okay, it's Watch Nicholas's channel. So, yeah, Curly's taking a break, but why is Watch Nicholas not doing anything?
Yeah, hard to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've not watched it, so I wouldn't know what's happening.
No, I don't watch it either. I tell a lie. I watched it once because I was on Archie show.
Yeah, I've been on a couple of times.
Over to watch Nicholas, and I came back, and because I wasn't here when it happened, and I came back and went, oh, okay. Listened in for a little bit, and I did super chat and extended an olive branch, shall we say, because, you know, I don't want any shit. I don't need the shit. And, you know,
You're a lover, not a fighter, Scirocco, aren't you?
I can't be bothered. I really can't be bothered. You know, I come here for fucking shits and giggles and a bit of fun.
You come here for fun.
Exactly. Just chill out. Count money.
That's what we said earlier.
Yeah,
Count money and
exactly.
chill out.
That's the whole point of the whole thing, I thought. Some people seem to take it very seriously. That's up to them. It's not what I do.
That's exactly it, isn't it, really?
Yeah. Wondering what we should do if I should undo my. Yes, I did, Trooper. I super chatted a whole $20 to watch Nicholas. Oh, well, it's fucking. I don't do many super chats of $20, and I've only done a couple. Yeah, I've only done one or two for Archie, and Archie's, you know, Archie's the channel I support. So you know, if I've super chatted someone else $20,
that's bloody. bloody
the
good.
point of that super chat is it's meant in sincerity, not total insincere. We've lost SD43.
Oh, where's he
So
going?
yeah. Oh, he'll be back. Maybe he just dropped off. So
Yeah,
what are we going to do about the dungeon? What's going to happen about the
Yeah,
dungeon?
what we're going to
I
do
don't
with that?
know. I don't know. I was hoping it
should we
would
do with it?
revive, but
What should we do
I
with
think
it, Arch?
I think this show is better on this channel. What do you think?
Yeah.
Well, it's a good time slot, but it's a similar time slot as when Dodger and I used to do the dungeon, because we
Hey,
never
I got
did
a
a
question
morning
for you.
like.
Should
Yeah,
I
okay.
bring my main show back to the Archie Luxury channel, or should I keep it on Archie Luxury live stream? What do you think, guys?
I can't
makes
see
a difference.
it's an interesting idea. It's
I can't see
kind
what
of
difference it makes.
I can see the logic in combining the live stream into your main channel, into the Archie Luxury main channel, but you still need to do Archie Luxury videos as well as your Paul Pluta videos.
Of course.
Yeah, man from Sophia says no. Run a poll. Run a poll. Why not run a poll for 20 minutes? We've only got 73 people here, but it would be an interesting one, even if you did a poll on the main show tomorrow morning.
I'll run it tomorrow.
It's probably a better one. I can see the benefits if your main subscriber base, which is, what's your subscriber base on you got 10,000 odd here and 50 odd thousand on the Archie main channel. 70,000. Yeah,
It's just an idea.
I can see the benefit.
Go with the
but
numbers.
Whether it'll make people, a lot of those people may not know. I don't know. Look, what the hell do I know? I'm still clinging to this unturned frigging boat, getting my toes wet.
SD43 is back. Hello.
Sorry, fellas. Fat fingers. Apologies, Archie.
No, it's no problem.
Archie, I know that many people don't know that you live stream. They, of course, know your videos, but not about your live streams.
So, do you think he should maybe link it through with his with the main channel, the Archie Luxury channel?
I think he should test it. Make a few tests. See, I'm sure we'll have many more viewers.
Okay.
What was the rationale? Sorry, Archie. What was the rationale for putting it on a separate channel in the beginning?
It was basically, it was just so that if any strikes came, it wouldn't affect the main channel. That was the reason.
Well, there you go. Does that not still make sense?
Yeah, it does a bit. Maybe I could do a Saturday and a Sunday show would be on the main channel, and the other shows are on the live stream channel. I don't know. I'm just thinking of the idea,
Yeah. Can you link some of the videos on the main channel back to the live streams?
Yeah.
Like when one video ends, it takes you, oh, hello, what's this? That kind of idea. Would that be?
Well, that automatically happens.
Oh, does it? Apologies.
Yeah.
What, back to the live stream as opposed to the main Paul Pluta channel?
Yeah, it just established. Yeah, but look, we'll see what we can do. But I tell you what, guys, you know what? You need to buy more Rolex. That's what we need to do. We need to get more stuff. We need more stuff in our life. That's what we need to do.
But what do they need before a Rolex, Archie?
They need more. They need more.
They need an Archie t-shirt and baseball cap, don't they? That's what they need.
I got to be honest with you. The market is falling a bit. It's a weird market. It's a weird market. I was talking to a VIP, and it's hard to get stuff out of dealers. Like dealers, you would think when the economy is fucked, you would think it would be easier to get stuff, but that's not really. Here we go. Will Money, promote your live stream on your main channel more, but keep the streaming here while the YouTube police is still looking for arrests. Yeah, fair enough.
Sounds good.
It's a tricky thing.
Yeah.
Are things slowing down in Australia though, Archie? Because over here, things still seem to be ticking over quite nicely. I was in the Range Rover Jaguar dealers the other day. It was absolutely ram-packed with people.
Yes.
Yeah, you go
Yeah.
places. I mean, the inflation seems to be going crazy, but I know this is contrary to what a lot of the professor says, and he's a more educated man than I am. But things don't seem to be slowing down. The Rolex shop's not full of watches, and cars seem to be driving off. I mean, I know, I don't know what to make of it really.
It's actually pretty fucking crazy because the same thing here in Oz. You can't get yourself, many cars are on wait lists or you've got to take, but like the Undertaker, he's waited over 12 months for a RAV4, okay?
Yeah.
Which is an SUV, standard sort of SUV. And it's just crazy. There is supply chain problems. We've got a lot of building companies have gone broke here, SD43. It's weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And cost of living, the weird thing is like you're in real estate there. We have a rental vacancy rate less than 1%.
I've got people falling over the sofa out of my prime properties.
But
honestly, you put them on the market, and after about 5 minutes, and they literally have to take them back off. There's an app called Rightmove here, and they'll put them up for about an hour. I mean, they are nice.
Super chat. Super chat.
$10, just showing that I appreciate the entertainment, Arch.
That deserves some music.
Thank you.
That deserves some music. Thank you so much, Trooper. That deserves some music.
Na 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 na. Baby super chat, baby super chat. Na 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 na. Baby super chat, baby super chat.
Bring in some super chats. Let's get the thing happening. Super chat, baby. Super chat. Let's get this on, baby. Thank you so much, Trooper. $10. Thank you so much. The interesting thing is here we have a vacancy rate less than 1%. Like it's impossible to rent a house.
Yeah, well, there's a massive housing crisis, isn't there? I mean, in
the UK, it's not easy to turf the tenant out, but is it?
Well, there's a new law. I'm not really, to be honest with you, I should have a better handle on it than I have. But I can't think of the name of it now. It's section something or other. Basically, at the moment, the rule is my tenants are on a 6 or 12-month rolling contract. So once that contract's come to an end, as long as I'm happy and they're happy, it just ticks along. And either I have to give them 2 months' notice to vacate, or they have to give me 1 month's notice. And under the present rules, my understanding at least is that you can, for what's called no fault, just say, thank you very much, Archie. Here's 2 months' notice. I would like the house back. And I believe they're in the process of stopping that option.
Yeah, they're changing that part of it.
Why are they stopping that option? Why are they stopping?
Well, one of the things, the problem is, people that have got nice houses, dare I say it, like myself, that look after people. They always end up on the rough side of it, because there's certain people in certain parts of the country, that are what they call slum landlords, that have got terrible properties, and 3 people in a room, and all, illegal building in the back gardens, and all this kind of carry on. And what can happen, for example, or one of the excuses they give is basically it would preclude you from basically me saying to you, okay, Archie, here's 2 months' notice, I'd like you to leave, and then taking the rent from $1,000 a month to $1,500 a month. Because you're only allowed, I think it's somewhere in like the 5 to 10% window of rent increases.
But what happens if you want to sell the fucking house?
Well, there are exceptions, which I believe if you are physically selling or a bereavement, you are allowed to do that. But just, I just want to kick you out or something or other. But then I saw the other day in the budget, apparently Rishi Sunak's put something through where they're going to make it easier for nuisance tenants to be evicted at least. So... The problem is over here now is they keep complaining about the cost of rental properties, and I'm no economics guy. The professor would be better man to talk to than me. But basically, they have penalised the landlords, or the buy-to-let market, it was called, was ostensibly seen as a gravy train. So what it wasn't, but that's what it was seen to be. So basically, they've come up over time with more and more punitive taxes for buy-to-let properties. So if you're a high-rate taxpayer over here now, the only way it makes sense to do is through a limited company. Otherwise, you get...
what happens to the councils? They used to have in the 70s. They had a huge social.
Yeah, they sold them all. Well, you're fully aware they sold them all. Yeah, they've all gone. Yeah.
It's.
I mean, there's questions. I mean, there's again. Now's not the time to have the conversation, but there's questions as to why there's such a dramatic housing shortage. To be honest, but that's the other elephant in the room that nobody wants to grasp the nettle of. To be honest, but yeah, it's just. And then
why
the
doesn't
thing is,
the council build more houses? Then can I ask you that? I don't understand this.
Where does the money come from?
My question is more: how come there is a sudden housing crisis?
Well, it's come since the late 90s, hasn't it? There was certain rules that changed in Europe and all the rest of it. That
you'd have thought there'd be less pressure on because they've banned us Polacks moving into UK now, and Europeans they've been banned. So you'd have thought there would be less.
Well, they're not banned, are they? That's not true, Dodgy. They're not banned, but the rules actually, the criteria has changed.
Not banned, but I mean, you've got to have the rules. You've got to have a job. You've got to have this. You've got to have that. You've got to have so much money. You've got to have
the terrible thing, like in Australia. Okay, we're not. I know what the UK you're saying about, but in Australia, Sirocco, why the fuck have we got a drastic housing shortage? The population hasn't really changed, has it? Is that people who've come back?
What's changed since the pandemic? That's my question, because it all seems to have happened. All this stuff seems to have happened since the pandemic.
I know. What the fuck?
Oh no, we've had those issues much longer.
Oh, but it seems to have come more to a head. I know SG43. I mean, I have property in Jersey. And they're always whining about how much, and rightly so, rental prices and property prices in Jersey are just ridiculous. We try.
What's the value? I keep hearing that though, but what's the value of the property?
Well,
you can't live in a house
when you have a first-time buyer. I think first-time buyer properties in Jersey is something like £650,000. That's an awful lot of money. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. That's really crazy.
As a landlord, what return would you expect to get on a £650,000 investment exactly?
Exactly, yeah.
Because if you put it if you put it in the bank, you're going to get 5% for doing nothing.
Yeah, well, maybe now, but not before. That's only just starting to come up. Money in the bank in the UK was just crap. Its interest rates are, I can't remember. I was looking today and I can't remember exactly what they've gone up to, but it's still not much.
Yeah, but you don't have to work too hard to get 5% back, do you? Let's be honest.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I guess if you look around, I mean, our properties. I've got a couple, and we look after our tenants, and we're about 25% below market prices, if you like. Well, this is we're trying to put our rents up a little, but we're only going up by inflation. And we just spent over the past 12 months, or roughly 12 months, about £40,000 just on one block of flats, just renovating apartments. Because they were old, and we put new bathrooms in. We're looking after our tenants. We've had tenants there for 12, 15, 20 years. Some of them, and they look after us. We look after them. It'd be nice for them to go, because then we can just put the rents up even more. But we don't. We just don't do that.
If they've been in that long, I'd be surprised if you're only 25% behind. To be honest, Sirocco.
Oh, we're probably look. Dad was always one that said he started with nothing, and he had no debt, and he just went, providing I can pay my bills and I'm not losing money, I want to look after these people, and we've just stuck by that. And I go over every time I go over there, and I look in the parking spaces that these people have, and they're driving fucking Mercedes and BMWs. I think, Jesus Christ.
They've probably bought other houses that they're renting out at full market rate and just living in your cheaper properties.
Yeah, probably. But Jersey is a different market to the UK again.
I was in the military. That's what all the the senior guys used to do: live in the married quarters that had reduced rents on them, and buy lovely properties here, there, and everywhere, and rent them out.
Yep, no, I'm sure. And hey, why not? If you can get away with it doing it, what the hell? Why wouldn't you?
Well, the issue is going to be with the rents, of course, is that a lot of people over here, and I assume Australia's the same, Archie's alluded to it with the HELOC business, is that a lot of my properties are locked in at very favourable interest rates that obviously in 3 or 4 years' time are going to hop up, probably double the interest payment. Now, the properties aren't, don't get me wrong, they're not Jersey or London type prices, but, over a portfolio. So, where you might be paying, let's say, £200 a month on a property in interest, depending on your loan to value, 3 or 4 years' time, that 2% goes up to 4.5, maybe 5%. You're now paying 500 quid back to the bank.
No, that's a very fair point there. It's I got to be honest with you. It seems to be that the price of housing in Australia, wages have gone up, but the houses have gone up exponentially. That's the big problem.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy money. Yeah. Past few years, I think that's easing back a little bit now as interest rates are going up. I think the housing market will drop a little, but probably not enough.
What's interest rates in the UK, SD?
Oh, God, you caught me on the hop now. I want to say buy to let. So it depends on the loan to value and a variety of other bits and pieces. But I would say off the top of my head, there's circa 5%, Archie. Some of them could be more expensive than that.
Yeah, it's about 5 to 6.5 in Australia.
That's not homeowner rates. I've not checked. I don't have a home mortgage, so I couldn't tell you about it. It was a house.
5 to 6%. Yes.
Ah, okay.
It's normally 0.5% more for investment.
Okay.
So what's happened is a lot of people, I locked in. See, this is the funny thing is, in America, they can lock in for fucking 30 years. Did you know that?
Yeah, that's a smart move. Do you watch that Ben Maller guy? Do you ever see Ben Maller?
I do.
Did you see him last week talking about, did he say not locking in is costing him $6 million a month?
Yeah, but he's a bit
strict, do you think?
He can't complain. He's so wealthy.
Oh yeah, I mean he's talking hundreds of millions, obviously, but you've still got to write a check for $6 million a month, dollars a month. You wouldn't have had to. The thing you got to
realize is, I've got a fixed rate home loan. I locked in for 3 years, right?
Yeah.
I locked in for 2% on my home, right?
Gonna hurt, Arch.
No, I locked in for 2%.
No, I mean when it changes to 5.
Yeah, but hang on a minute, right? Everyone says, "Oh, you're so lucky, you're so clever." You know what? I locked in the past when the rates kept falling. So I've been on both.
Swings and roundabouts.
Swings and exactly right. And the other thing is, my on my own house, right? I owe about 30%.
Yeah.
So 70% is equity.
Yeah.
That's not terrible, is it? What do you think?
No, far from it.
30%.
The trick now, if you can do, I mean, it depends who you talk to, Archie. I mean, there's a YouTube chap over here that's very successful in property, buy to let, commercial, all kinds of things. And I mean, I assume it's changing now. The interest rates are going up. But you talk to a lot of these smart fellas, they're saying basically just don't even pay it back. Because if you don't actually pay it back at the time further down the road when it needs paying back, inflation has ostensibly just eaten into it to the point where what now seems like a large chunk of money 20 years down the road. I mean, I'm exaggerated slightly, but
you know what? That's funny you say that. My dad said the same thing because
he's a clever man, and that's what they say.
Well, the house I'm in now was $27,000 in 1975.
So if you'd have took that mortgage out and not paid a penny off the actual capital, you'd still owe 27 grand, which is you now spend more on a watch.
However, there was times when in the 90s we had absolutely no growth at all.
Yeah.
We had 10 years of nothing, absolutely nothing.
No.
But
where's Professor? We need Professor.
Yeah, we need a
I think the older you get more risk averse, don't you? Like the point you made earlier, just you start. I mean, you're still a young slip of a lad at 50, aren't you? You know, I mean, I think all of us.
I don't. But I don't want to take on big debts.
I'm not talking about taking on debt. I'm not saying you need to take more on necessarily, but I've just give you all the solutions to get rid of the debt. To be honest, but what I'm saying is you're getting to the point now, not necessarily at 50, but in probably another 5, maybe 10 years' time. Definitely at that point, you want to be getting your ducks in a row and reducing your
Yeah, like I've taken all of my investments out of risky investments. I used to, under 50, I used to take risky investments and put my money in risky projects. It's all out in normal sort of, FTSE 100 and the usual stuff now. Not taking any risks. Too old,
Yeah.
61, it's...
Hey, guys, I got to shoot off, guys. Do you want me to end the channel, Sirocco, or do you want to keep going, Dodger? What would you like to do?
I don't know. Diz has got the keys as well. What do you reckon, Diz?
No, I can't. No.
We'll shut it down. Guys, thank you so much.
Shut it down.
Thank you.
No worries.
I'll be back tomorrow morning streaming. Love you guys.
Take it easy, guys.
You too, Arch. Thanks very
for
much.
the super chatters. Thanks for watching.
Guys.